Dude, he made a sound like an animal getting ass fucked. Of course you were laughing. Only person I've ever met that doesn't laugh with their mouth open. Jesus Christ.
Lol.
I have to laugh with my mouth closed because I don't know. Like,
You start drooling and shit.
All right. Well, welcome to D&D, everybody.
That timing, though.
Yeah, been away for a little bit. We did record last session. We did not stream it due to just some issues and stuff like that. But we will be posting it up on YouTube as soon as we can. Just a quick TLDR of what happened the last time. They made their assault, or their plan to basically get the guy's brain. And it went swimmingly with a drug deal, grenade fights in hallways, jumping out of windows, evading police, and eventually learning a few things about the Diadem group that seems to be involved in them somehow. They do have a meeting in 2 days' time with a arms dealer outside in the small little settlement of Hope. In that place, there is also the probability of maybe getting a ship or other devices, equipment that is just a bit off the beaten path of things you'd see in a bazaar. I don't know exactly what you guys are trying to wheel and deal, so we'll see what happens. But other than that, for the most part, they do know that Diadem's hunting them. They do know that Diadem has mentioned Phoenix by name. And they also know that Diadem is some weird kind of corporation. I would like you guys to give me what you think Diadem is, if one of you would like to give me a brief what's in your character's head of what's happening.
Illuminati. Confirmed.
I think it's just like a shadow government, like he's talking, like Illuminati.
Okay.
Like they're the ones that pull all the strings to everything else.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I would think it's just big business fucking around in our lives again.
All right.
I have no opinion.
Outstanding.
Yeah, somebody was AFK last week.
Appreciate that. Thanks for the follow. I love that name. It's awesome. So, with that being said, we'll pick it up. It's a quiet evening. After the rundown and after Plasmid Icarus gave you guys that brief set of files and basically welcomed you to the organization that you are working for now. You find yourselves in your hotel room debating on whether or not you're going to stay. The night is fairly young, and you guys are, for the most part, except for Wolf, fairly well patched up and put back together thanks to Leech. So, it's up to you guys. What do you do?
Where are we at right now?
Your hotel room.
We're in the safe house, right?
Yeah, we're in the safe house, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. I'm wrong. Yes, you are still in that safe house you guys ended up in. It's a little loud.
All right.
I like it though.
Turn it down.
It's kind of interesting.
At dinner, I'd be like,
Hope.
I recommend we stay the night here, and then one of us should hit up Guy and see what secret routes got out of the city.
I know. I mean, I'd already talked to you about that, so.
Then where is it? Oh, that's right. You know that there are, but you don't know where it is. Talk to Guy and find out.
Gotta do that legwork.
Mm-hmm.
I would look at everybody and be like, I'm cool with us moving out, but has anybody done a gear check? Like, what are we looking at? What do we have? Right now, we got 3 giant nuggets of gold. And
We should have
I don't know how
5.
to sell this. Okay, 5.
Well, yeah, it's one for each, basically.
Yeah.
Is it as valuable like we hope it is?
Well,
Well, regardless.
Yeah, remember also last time we talked afterwards, John was saying they're about this size, not like this size.
It's not like a
Yeah.
huge bar. It's
The little tiny ones.
they're small, like tiles almost.
Regardless of what we have, they're going to be worth nothing if we don't get the hell out of here.
Yeah. True. We still need supplies, especially if we're going to go back to Hope.
So, as far as the gold goes, I would say that we should break them up and use them as bribing tokens or bribing pieces for when we need to get through areas. But outside of that, I would, we need to move on, and this place doesn't need us anymore.
As far as, I mean, we're gonna go steal it, or I take it the reason you're asking is because we basically plan on going and do the deal. We're gonna go steal that ship, and we're gonna make it to the stars, right? So if we're talking about
Kinda
that
how
type
I'm
of
looking
stuff,
at it.
we
We
need.
still got guns sitting at Hope.
Yeah, I'm not worried about. I mean, I think we're good on guns and ammo. I'm thinking more we need like consumables.
saying
We need
we're-
like water and food.
No, I'm fine with going to buy that, but what I'm saying is we got to get to Hope because in about a day and a half, we got that black market gun dealer coming that we need to sell him that stuff.
It's true. Alright.
My input would be that we should go try to get some shopping done tomorrow, and then or tomorrow night go out to Hope.
Right now.
Pretty late night by now.
It's the beginning of night.
Okay, nope, you're just shitty.
Cutting out.
I said it's the beginning of the evening. It's not.
Okay.
It's you still have plenty of time before you would even consider going to sleep.
So let's do this then. It's simple. And I'll go over to the bed, pull apart my pack, and just kind of start setting shit aside and just starting to take inventory. Guys, to go do we need? Gotta do a little.
A message
Yeah,
and ask
yeah.
It's true.
I'm gonna just shoot him right now.
If we leave this planet, do we ever plan on coming back?
I
We're
don't
gonna
know
have
what the
to.
future holds.
We're still
Reason.
wanted if we go anywhere else, unless we go to a station.
We're not wanted. That's the best part. The only people looking for us now are Diadem. We got
Well,
those new
plus-
biochips.
Plus, if you looked at that message, they suspect that we're alive, and the only thing that they know was that there was a V fever hit at the gate. They're assuming it's you. They don't know. I mean, they know, but they don't. You know what I mean? There's a hit, they suspect you, think it's you.
Right.
But
Well, my only reason for that is I do want to keep working with what's this fuck out in the desert to. It's augmented, but I got nothing to find me here.
I mean, Adam Kethra, he's one of hundreds of doctors that can do that.
plus, not to mention, I don't know how long that kind of stuff takes, but if we were to get there now, he might be able to do it before we plan on going to steal this ship.
Yeah.
It's also a matter of that's the real question.
Oh well, I wouldn't expect you guys to pay for anything for me. Whatever funds I've collected so far.
Any body mods, I think, is going to be a little bit richer than what we could afford right now. Depending on the mod.
Hey,
but-
John, do we have any type of mental layout or thought process on how expensive that type of stuff is? I'm sure we would have like a base knowledge that something might cost X,
Yep. For the most
something
part,
about a
if
car, I know.
If you could Google it, you could find it. Now the price
We literally have
discrepancies
Google in our
might,
heads.
the price discrepancies might be there. Like, I can probably get this for anywhere between 10 to 20,000 credits for a car or something like that, and it would depend on make, model, who's selling it, if it's legal, things like that. But yeah, you can definitely check up prices and whatnot.
All right, so then what's the price of the mod that he's looking for?
What exactly is he looking for?
I don't know.
Yeah,
He
we-
hasn't stated.
we haven't even gone through a design yet. It's. I just want to know if we can make it back here. That's all. If we're willing to go back here, I'm not wanting to get any of this done before we leave. I know what our current goal is, so don't worry about it. I can keep messaging him.
As far as that goes, once they stop examining that corpse out in the desert, I think it'd be safe to come back here. Those folk, I think, are the only ones that were avoiding the people researching his leg sickness. You know, by the way, is that something that's like localized, or does that like spread through your body?
From everything I've found and read, it's localized.
So I mean,
My body will feel it, like a flu, if you will, but I really have to just watch my symptoms, and nothing bad. It's not contagious, if that's what you're asking. I guess it's contagious in the sense that if you get my blood on you, you could get, I guess, technically sick.
no, but I'm thinking. I hate to put it this way, but if we were to say lop off that leg and get you a mechanical one, would that make us less of a target?
I'm gonna look at you with those eyes of fuck you.
That's not how this works. That's how none of this works.
Well,
like
if
this.
it's localized, then it would work that way.
From one of the articles I read, technically, yes. There is an option that if I were to go prosthesis, it might be able to remove the problem.
Let's cut his leg off now, so we don't have to worry about it.
Well,
Let's
Clyde,
not. Let's.
you're the one that's good with the
I
knife.
just
You
thought-
wanna
Yeah,
remove
you're
it.
the one good with the knife. How about just amputate it? It should be really easy for you.
I just thought I'd put the idea out there. It would make it so that it's harder to identify us anyway. Because the thing is, once we leave Kethra and we start going to other places, it's something that's, you know, a little more common here just because we do have demon excursions. But once we're out there, like, there aren't a lot of people running around with that shit.
There's
It's gonna be
also
a lot
not a
easier
lot
to
of
track you.
There's also not a lot of people who scan for it. You have to do a specific scan for it, and it's not on a common scanning wavelength blood test thing like that. It would be a special ordered kind of medical procedure, unless
wouldn't know
he
that.
had. Yeah, I know. This is for Nick's character, not yours. You know for a fact that basically it's very specialized to test for it. Actually, it would be a very hard pressed to find somebody who could without a fully stocked medical suite and laboratory. So, or
Then
deep,
I would
deep
let
pockets
everybody
like the UWC.
So it's not something that
Or
should
die,
pop up
no.
on a regular basis.
Okay, so as long as we don't run into the UWC branches explicitly scanning for this shit, we should be fine then.
Exactly.
Well, that's why we need that back door. No, we'll be alright.
But I guess another question is, if we plan on taking the ship and leaving the world, I mean, the only people we can get jobs from at that point is going to be Helix Protocol, unless you guys know of something else.
Well,
Which,
the
not
beautiful
that
thing
that's
about
a
ship
problem.
is we could get away. We can always come back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not to say, oh, we vanish off into space and they lose track of us, and then a week later we come back and we just park the ship somewhere, or we leave it in orbit and we take a second ship. I don't know. There's options.
Oh, that's something I would we'd probably know. So when you're coming in from space, from like in orbit, is there something you check in with? Is there like a exterior
There's
system
like a
that-
planetary air traffic control.
flight control?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Smaller
So-
craft, like basically. Do you know the difference between what is it? VA. There's two kinds of flight patterns you can take. There's a planned, programmed pattern that goes super high, and that's what airplanes take. And then there's lower level flight paths that small ships or small planes could take nowadays that are like personal craft, like a little two-seater plane or something like that. Basically, if you cross out, or if you cross into basically that all the way out to the edge of the atmosphere into upper space or low Earth or low Kethran orbit, you will be tracked by radar. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. There's literally, if you want to get in there, unless you have some way to stealth in, you can't do it unless your ship's small enough. And most ships small enough to go like that usually can't go in and out of atmosphere at will. It's a lot of retrofit to be able to do that, to survive the burn up and all that stuff.
Okay, who
Sounds
usually
like
runs
crossbow
that?
upgrades to me.
Depends.
Mhm.
It depends
Is it
on
corporate or UWC?
it depends on the part of the world. Anything into space is run by UWC. Low orbit
Okay.
would be corporate space. So
Okay.
you would be dealing with the different corporations.
It's like towards a city, you're gonna get the corporation, but for
Mhm.
you to enter atmosphere for the planet itself, it's gonna be UWC.
Out of atmosphere, yes.
Okay.
Now my question is okay, if we're doing that and we're being tracked, we're on radar, is there any way to do like kind of what's it called, where you use like a kind of a feather fall technique where you just kind of drift in and just be like space debris?
I mean, they'd still be able to spot you on different things, but there might be a way. Why don't you give me a vehicle piloting check to know?
I have that. All right. All vehicles. Bam.
Damn.
And you rolled a 25. There are definitely techniques to skirt in and avoid detection, of which I would say you can Google them. There's
Okay.
ways to fly under the radar, but depending on how big and how fast you're going and stuff like that, is going to determine those techniques you can use. But you know
So
of
it
them.
really depends on our ship.
Depends on what you have, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Now my other question would be: so we get seen by radar when we come in. Are you usually required to declare who you are and what your intentions are?
Pretty much like you would go through customs or
Alright.
basically an airport.
And then would you be required to give a ship like VIN number, or is it just like what do you call your ship?
You would have transponder codes just like any other vessel.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
It's an older code,
So-
but it checks
But it
out.
checks out.
So the one issue we're gonna have is if we're gonna take that ship and leave orbit, we've got to get new transponder codes for it. Otherwise, they're gonna know it's a hot fucking UWC ship whenever we enter orbit.
Honestly, Tex, I think with Helix on our side, we don't have to worry about something like that.
Hopefully. Remember,
Well,
they told us
I-
if we could steal it and let their scientists do their thing, we get a big payout, and they might be willing to help us fix it. So,
I'm already opening up the laptop, being like, how hard is it for you to get new ship transponder codes?
Just typing it in, like not
Yeah.
even opening a program. Okay.
On that laptop we got that.
you gotta pop in the black box.
I assumed you just left it in there since we haven't left or anything.
Yeah, it's just sitting on the.
Well, I wouldn't have left
Yeah.
it like all together. I probably would have put it away.
Either way, I get
you
that laptop.
quickly
I send off
assemble
a
the
message.
laptop. You open the messaging app, send the message out, and you get a response very quickly that says, duping transponder codes is fairly easy, can be expensive to bribe the right people. Depending on where you are, we have a few ports you can exit at without anybody noticing. Just, they have to be used sparingly to avoid, basically, people investigating it.
Okay. I would ask him where the closest one is if we are going to take that ship from the point that they declared.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. He says the closest port of call, or the closest HP port that we have is far south. There's a point known as Nova Star, and Nova Star has a small communications array that's still functioning, even though it's out in the wastes. And from there, we like to make basically a black spot in the atmospheric exiting and entrance that the UWC usually doesn't notice. So we can enter and exit orbit through that spot.
Alright, I'd say thank you kindly.
There's no response after you're done, but... So, what is it the rest of you guys do?
I'm still doing logistical work.
So
Thank
how
you,
about
my
that?
sheet.
So I guess my should we do what I said earlier? So basically, we rest up here for the night because it is a safe room, and then tomorrow we go out shopping, and then by the end of the day we go out to New Hope, so that we got a good day's time for the actual meeting.
I'm cool with that.
Yep.
And then we figure out from there whether we're going straight to the mission or if we got stuff we got to do out there.
What do you think, Phoenix? A day early seem okay?
Yeah, it should be fine.
Okay. Are you wanting to go tonight?
No. I basically wanted to spend as much, or as early as we could to get out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
As opposed to waiting till the last minute and trying to get out and everything goes a mess and then we're late.
Well, it'll be a
Sooner
full
we get
day.
there- No, I'm fine with that, but that's why I wanted to leave as early as possible, because if it ends up taking a lot longer than we expected, or if Hope is to the west, say the only gate that they have is to the east, we got a long way to travel around, you know what I mean? So that's why I want to get that figured out, where the gate is that we can, or the back door, that we can get out is.
I guess I will say the reason I want to do our shopping here is we saw the stuff out in Hope. That's going to be a lot lesser quality goods than we get in here. If we're looking for like consumables and stuff like that, I'd rather get corporate stuff that's a little bit better checked, if you know what I mean.
No, I definitely think we should shop here.
Just type that out in chat so I can update it on the stream, but keep going.
After that, I'd say I'd just be ready to go to bed because we've already eaten and everything.
All right. Well, if sleep is what you guys are going for, the night quickly comes and goes as rest is needed. The sounds of this part of town are a little bit different than the town you're used to. A lot more random gunfire, a lot more police sirens, things like that. But eventually find sleep, wake up in the morning, and greeted by that nasty stench of this part of town and the stinging brightness of light coming in through the few window slits you have. But it is the next morning. What do you do?
I've got my list, and while everybody else drifted off to sleep, I went to sleep an hour later than them, and I went through their gear to double check what they had.
All right, give me a stealth check if you're trying to be quiet about it.
No, I wasn't being quiet about it.
Everyone give me a perception check.
Sure.
If it's above a 13, you hear Leech going through your shit in the middle of the night. About an hour after you start to drift off.
God, the rolls already start.
Yeah.
That
don't see
dang
shit.
shoe.
If you care or not,
His rustling
it's up to you.
actually puts you to sleep deeper.
Yeah, you're like, ooh, and just
Yeah.
snuzzle up
I,
to that thing.
I see him going through my shit, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm counting your rations. Go back to sleep. As I'm sitting there with my tablet, just typing and adding in.
What the fuck are you worried about my rations for? Let me worry about my rations.
Okay. I will drop your bag, and I'll just look at you and be like, when you're starving, I'm not going to share my meal with you.
Yeah, you will. Because you love me, as I lay back down.
I saw
go
him
ahead,
too
count
much.
away,
You
it's
break
fine.
it, you buy it.
That's how it always works.
I wouldn't care to show back over and go to sleep. I got nothing to worry about.
Wait, speak up.
Yeah, your mic went far away.
Immediately breathes right into it. God damn.
What a wiener.
I would just go back to sleep and not worry about it because teammate, you know,
Okay.
nothing really to.
Now, he's whispering to John, I actually took all of their shit.
It's all mine now. So everybody,
wake up,
please
he's
just
gone.
copy your character sheets to
Yeah.
Nick, and it will be good. All right.
Actually,
So yeah, no, let him have a good copy pasta your inventory to him if he wants it, because he went through your shit. He knows exactly what you have. Now when do you send this, Wolf? In the morning or that evening?
Right before I go to bed. So hopefully I'd have a message back before morning. Before
So
I wake up.
I'm gonna say this right now, you motherfuckers. If I say, "Are you doing anything before you go to sleep?" You fucking tell me what you're doing before you
my
fucking
bad.
go to sleep.
I wasn't paying attention. My bad.
No, not just you, Nick, too. I said, everyone goes to sleep, okay, you wake up in the morning. He's like, but before that, I do this. Fuck you. Jesus Christ.
well,
Work with
I
me,
made
you
the
cucks.
deep
Jesus.
decision, no.
Then, yeah, it'll be in the morning.
Okay. God damn.
I figured it was known. I started last night.
No, it was not known.
It is known, Khaleesi.
God damn it.
I hate you so much. I love that show, but I hate. Oh.
Text.
Hey, is your microphone like bendy and movable?
No.
No.
Damn, because it's like super loud when it's that close to your fucking.
16, 30, 37, 17, 17, 28. Wolf is the one I need to update still. Wolf is
Just set
at
yourself to
16 and
push
30.
talk.
Okay. All right.
Oh wait, John, I'm wrong on mine. My health is only 26. I don't know if it's at 28.
That's fine.
No, I'll just put my health at 28 then.
26 it is. All right.
24? Do I hear 24 health?
24. How's that doing for you? Fucking
Know
Griffin, the
that John
the
used your
thickest
shotgun
boy.
last match.
Whew. Yeah, I used like 6 rounds or something like that. I think he has the counter on it, so.
And you hit nothing.
Yeah,
You hit like
I think
one.
you shot
he hit,
one guy.
He hit one guy and fucked him up. Other than that, there was just buckshot through the hallway, just everywhere.
Okay.
All right. So you get a reply within about 5 minutes, Wolf. Basically, it says, "I can show you passages out if needed."
Okay.
He says, but right now is not the best time.
Okay. I would just say message me when you're available.
He says, "Will do in a gunfight."
Respectable. I can understand that.
Okay. Alright.
He likes to start his day off right with a good old-fashioned gunpowder omelet. Just blowing
Dude,
blowing
that's
up
the best
stuff.
way to get the blood flowing.
Yeah, it is.
It wakes you up. You
Mhm.
get woken up pretty effectively.
All right. So with that all being said, the morning comes. Anders, you have a good fucking like spreadsheet with everybody's shit in it now. So you have a good loadout of that stuff. Most of you have slept well, all that good stuff. What is it you do in the morning?
I'm gonna look at everybody and be like, okay, so from what I've pulled together so far, most of us are pretty solid if we get stuck out in the desert for roughly a week, give or take. I don't know about Phoenix. He may die in 2 days. I don't know. But the rest of us, we got roughly a week, maybe 2, depending on if our rations hold. But that's where we're at. I need pretty much 4 things, and then I'll be done with my shopping.
I told you to go through my bag. When I rolled over, I said, "Go ahead, baby." Sleep.
We got 1 set of binoculars. That could be a problem, but we got your scope, so
We should
that's
have
cool.
2 sets of binoculars.
Do we?
We
Who's
have
the
a
other
regular
set?
binoculars, and I have a thermal binoculars.
You have the thermal set. That's right.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna strike hard, we have no more rope. I used all my rope. Last thing. We got your ascenders kit. That's about it. And so I look at Tex. And then,
Yeah, that'll be good for me. It would help you guys get down, but it's not gonna help you guys get up as I show the wire.
Yeah.
I have a package of 550 cord. I don't know how long it is, and that shit's strong.
Pretty strong, yeah. It's just hard to climb up 550 cord.
Agreed. But in desperate times, call for desperate measures.
I will say this ascender I bought wasn't that expensive. I can't remember what it is offhand, but it wasn't too like 10, 15 credits, something like that.
I'll just be like, most things don't accommodate creatures such of my stature. So
It could hold up to 500 pounds. I mean, you're a big dude, but I don't think you're that big.
He might be with his guns, but yeah.
Yeah, let's be realistic. I'm 225 pounds, and when I was in the military, I weighed almost 500 pounds when I had all my gear on.
would you care to hold me?
He says that with such a straight face. It's great. Okay, so I got an idea as to what, and I'm gonna kind of just put my tablet on the table while we're eating breakfast, and just be like, "This is what I got for everybody so far." So we're not doing bad, but we could do a lot better. I realize we're still mobile, so until we get something that we can actually like sit in and leave our gear, we got a whole hell of a lot of extra magazines. But other than that, we're golden.
Yeah,
So-
I think we're good on ammo. I think we're good on... Again, we could maybe use a little bit more food.
What I do need to do, though, is I need to go shopping with one of you. I don't feel like ordering Amazon, especially to a safe house. That's a bad idea. So I just need a couple things, like I said, and then I'll be golden to go. And then if we need to, we can either skirt out through Guy's.
I'll go with you if you
entrance.
don't mind.
Works for me. Anybody else want to go? Anybody got anything on their wish list? As I hand Phoenix 2 of the bottles of alcohol and be like, we need to ration this shit.
Don't take my vodka, you bastard.
I don't need to ration that because part of our supplies is
more
going to be
booze.
scotch. Okay. Like, you guys get rations, I get scotches. Not
Booze
really,
ain't
but-
food. Oh my god, I'm dying. Just reminded of Metapocalypse. It's like, booze ain't food. No, it's not. But continue. So the two of you decide to go out for a morning stroll through the city streets.
I'll be
go
coming with
shopping.
them, I think.
The three of you will go on a stroll through the city streets to get
Four.
stuff. 4 fucking people are now going shopping.
I'm assuming Chad's coming too.
I thought only we were going to have 2 people go.
He said whoever wants to go. I said I want more rations, so. And I don't want to sit around.
I'm just going to walk around, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm going to... I'm going to stay here and clean my weapons.
Alright, so you're the only one there at the safe house. Got it. The 4 of you start walking out.
I'll send you a need list. I'll
Gotcha.
send it to you.
Hit me up with some perception checks, boys. Well, Wolf definitely sees it. Oxo? God damn, he looks good. And he doesn't give a fuck about anything else. But, that being said, the lot of you start walking. You're about halfway towards what you can easily bring up on your seeds as a warehouse full of the shit of kind of like adventure-y style stuff. You know, survival surplus store, that kind of shit. Food rations.
Big 5.
Yeah, whatever. It's that kind of
Dicks.
place. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be pussies at this point. Who knows? However, as you guys all get there, Wolf, you can definitely tell you guys are being followed hard, and you are able to actually see the people who are doing it on the sly, as you kind of like look in the reflection of a mirror, and it is definitely gang members with that little tri-headed snake symbol on their shit. And these ones aren't wearing the standard clothes you saw before, you know, cargo style pants, jackets and stuff like that. No, these ones are outfitted with tactical armor on their chests. They look like they're carrying assault rifles. They are definitely following you guys. Doing a very good job of it, but not better than your scouting skills. Tex, you're able to, as you don't really see them, but you see Wolf seeing them, which then clues you into, oh shit, we're being followed. But Leech and Ox, you guys are just up front, kind of strolling along, having a great time throughout the city.
Man, I'm pretty.
God damn, I'm
And
beautiful.
our
girl.
group call will be like, I think we got company.
How do you have a
was about to
plus
say that.
6 to perception?
My wisdom. I'm a wisdom caster. And
That's
then
right. Never mind.
You could have
I
a
got
4
the
in
bonus.
wisdom.
I'm like,
and-
man, you
proficiency.
see better than our sniper, and that's not good.
He didn't put proficiency in it, that's why.
yeah.
Jesus, sniper man.
I don't have
I
to be
can
able to
shoot
do
far.
anything except for
I
see.
think
I
he
can't
actually
see
does
anything.
have proficiency in it. It's just a matter of he doesn't have a lot of wisdom. He has a lot of int. Because snipers are int casters.
So, looking at this, what do you guys do? How do you react to being followed? There's about 4 of them. The city streets are busy, as this is the refugee-style place. So imagine busy Chinese, like, marketplace, street vendors
No.
everywhere, people
I'm not
walking
there.
and going and doing stuff.
Can they tell what gang they're in?
Yep.
Yeah,
Wolf was able to spot that they were
Oh, I did
that
hear
one gang.
I was typing.
They are the. Shit, I have it on here, but I can't remember.
You remember?
The Tri-Mill Vipers.
Yep, the Tri-Mills.
Well,
They're about 100 yards behind you, but maintaining distance, not closing.
Wolf, can you tell how many there are?
There's a total of 6 that you can see.
Hey, Leech, when I sent you that message, are you going to send me anything in return?
Well, yeah. The group chat. I mean,
Yeah,
just
I
say,
said-
yeah, we're being followed by 6 guys, apparently.
Oh, okay, I put my weapon back together and I leave.
I literally, we have Discord in our heads right now. Like,
He didn't even say that. I said, I need a weapons cleaning kit and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to get that kind of shit. Okay. That's it. Not even tell me that y'all are being fucking followed because I can come up behind him and fuck them in the ass.
It's true. Just grenade fight everybody.
So do we keep calm and carry on, or
just keep walking.
do we
Let's wait
leave?
for. Let's keep walking. Let's wait for Phoenix to catch up to us.
Okay. Well,
I would.
since they're behind us, I'm gonna ask that you all take point, and I'll fall behind and follow you.
I was gonna say we
Alright,
should at
then.
least try to get into a lesser packed alleyway in case shots are fired that there aren't.
We'll do that once Phoenix gets here. They're not gonna just shoot us out in the fucking. They might, but I seriously doubt it. If they're gonna follow us, they're planning on getting us somewhere where it's a little bit easier for them to get out.
Well,
Otherwise,
not
they
to
would have
mention,
shot us already.
the
Hey,
tighter the
No, go ahead,
the tighter the hallway, the more cover I can provide for you.
While they're talking, I'm going to run to catch up.
Okay.
I'm going to try to see the people that they described to me and stay out of sight.
Okay. So as you're running, you're
Oh God.
you're like, oh shit, I can't leave my guys alone. You make your way as far as maybe 12, 13 feet steps or whatever off of the sidewalk into the street, and you're like, all right, I gotta be stealth, and you're like in one of those movies modes where you're like, I gotta be stealth, and then you're like trying to hide, and it's like your legs sticking out, and you're like totally like just overhyped. You're like, I gotta get to my guys, and just failing.
My head's behind
I
cover.
think
Yeah.
we just
My
like
body's
kicked
still
over a
out.
trash can. We
Yeah.
hear the dong dong.
Oh no, you're slamming into cover, like moving, like you even notice it yourself.
I
Yeah.
mean,
yeah, you even notice it yourself. You're like, I am not being very stealthy, but it's at that point right now that everyone has kind of looked your direction, so you really can't attempt to hide again.
I whisper
Do we
in our
notice
thing,
that?
No,
hey
it's
guys,
far back.
I don't think I was as ninja as I wanted to be, and I think that they know I'm behind them now.
Okay.
Possibly.
At this point, since we're walking in a city street, I imagine the city street is kind of hustling and bustling. There's like street vendors, right?
Yes.
Okay. So since all this discussion is going on, I'm gonna kind of just grab Wolf, kind of by his arm, and then I'm gonna kind of point at something, and I'm just gonna whisper, "Don't pay attention to my hands. That is my big warning. Inside my vest, on my right side, is my pistol with my suppressor. When it's that time, reach for it." And then I'm going to talk to the lady and be like, "Ooh, can I see that?" And I'm just going to kind of look at like stuffed animals or whatever this vendor has. I'm just going to ask to just kind of look at their wares.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my body to kind of block Wolf.
Okay. I will let you draw that with a stealth check with advantage to see if you can pull it without being noticed, if you'd like. When the time comes. It's just, I think it's an email. Let me know.
I'm gonna be like,
Thanks. Okay.
Phoenix, are they onto you?
They
notice.
You notice them, and they have seen you, but you're not 100% that they know that you're with them. Maybe you're not the one that they're looking for. But they notice you. It's not hard to, as you're making you're a bull in a fucking china shop down the road. But they aren't keeping eyes on you. They are definitely turned back to the group.
I pass that to the group. They know I'm here, but I don't think they know I'm one of you. I think they just see me as a bumbling guy.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes this easy. Boys, they're after my guns.
Why would they?
Because they're literally got their marking on them. They're the only ones that carry these in the city.
Oh, that's
Remember when we tried to offload them?
Can I do a peripheral look around to see if there are nearby police or security cameras or any of that kind of stuff?
You did, and you can tell there is probably security cameras, but the angles that you could look at, there maybe 1, 2 per shop, nothing street level. Police, there's some UWC uniforms walking around, but just normal light beat cops. They just have pistols and base body armor and just patrolling. Doesn't look like they even give a shit about what's happening. Just making sure people aren't having open gunfights in the street. It's probably their job description.
As we're almost about to get into an open gunfight in the street.
In the street, yeah.
Are there any open meat shops or butcher shops near us?
Oh, there's food carts everywhere, yeah. Selling all manner of real meats or close to beef kebabs, or these are synthetic, these are definitely not the best food places, but it's street food and it's what the poor people eat, so they're gonna do their best with it. So.
Yeah, we're in refugee town right now.
You're in.
Is there anything whole, just being cooked on a spit or just there for purchase?
Sure, I'll say there is a meat-like substitute log on a stick being burnt over a plasma spit.
You see the label over it. It's called the Bacon Bazooka.
We're guest starring, yay! Okay. So...
And boom goes the dynamite.
If there's food called Bacon Bazooka, I do not want any.
I will approach the vendor and ask how much for the entire thing.
He looks at you and be like, "Hefty appetite. For you, I can maybe do. How much would that fucking be? I don't know.
A bacon bazooka?
That's his whole day's what he expects to earn. So, 250 credits.
Done.
You have basically
figures the gay guy loves bacon bazooka.
You have a whole, basically, like the back half of an animal of meat. This is a good 20-ish pounds of meat on a stick.
I'm literally thinking you just bought one of those huge.
Oh yeah.
It looks like a Euro thing.
Yeah, the Euro thing. It's just 1,000 pieces of lamb chops just smacked together and cooked on a spit. Yep, that's what he has.
Okay. Then I would, after doing so, first of all, I'm gonna take a big honking bite out of the middle of it.
It tastes fucking pretty decent. It's not bad at all.
Okay. And then out of the bite hole that I've made, I'd like to
going somewhere I don't want it. It's like a wine on, right? Yeah, it up a little bit.
I'd like to stealthily pull out one of my frag grenades
Okay.
and put it in.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh god, the cannon's gonna explode.
This could be one of the greatest moments ever, or one of the worst.
What's going on?
Nailed it.
When I do
Nailed
cool
it.
shit, this always happens when I do cool shit. Alright, cool.
Except when you fire yourself off a ballista, then you nat one and hit me
All right,
with it.
describe how you put it in, because detonating a grenade usually requires pulling a pin and letting the spoon
Right,
come out.
right. I have no want or desire to detonate the pin as it or pull the pin as it were.
Mhm.
So I will gently just like almost like stretching, lift the meat up real high and take one of the frag grenades and pick it off my belt. And then as I bring everything back in, I'm just gonna push the frag grenade into that big bite hole that I just made.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna keep it there for now. Do you think I can ready an action now?
Sure, what are you
Or-
readying your action to do?
So my readied action would be to pull the pin.
Okay.
But for right now, I'm just holding it and picking meat off the sides, and
Okay.
while the center maintains. But
So
that
you-
grenade is in the center.
Okay, you
I
just
just want to know, so how are you holding this? Like, because we're talking, you bought this fucking thing of meat like this. Are you just at this dude's cart, just eating it?
It's like
Or
a
are you
baby, man.
carrying
I'm
it
holding the
around?
stick
Okay.
and everything. I was just.
That's what I'm like, well, start holding two sides of rod and eating it kind of like corn on the cob. That's, I think.
No,
the
I'm
only way you
literally
really
holding
do
it like
it.
a baby. And
I'm
just
imagining it like this, if you would. Let's see if you like this. You have the spit, right? It's
Mhm.
long. The pole is longer on both ends, so you have one like on your shoulder here, the other one's out here holding it. So you got this big meat log, and you're just like, oh, grenade, oh, oh, like so you have like this fucking meat stick like right here, and there's just a grenade up in the center, and you're picking around it. Just
Mhm.
it's all
I
greasy,
just kinda walk
sloppy.
up. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
But I
Oh.
pushed the grenade.
Yeah,
in.
let me get some of that.
Oh.
It's pretty good. You're not sure what kind of meat or animal this was, if it was an animal, but it's pretty tasty.
X actually raised real animals, so I know
Yeah.
what they taste like.
Oh, this definitely is not real animal. You would know from your
Yeah.
background. This is synthetic meat, probably vat-grown meat, but it tastes pretty fucking good.
Well spiced.
Yeah, oh yeah. This guy's a maestro of like 3 ingredients, so.
Cause yeah, I didn't see that whole grenade thing, so I don't fucking know I'm eating from grenade meat.
You go, Clink, why is there a pin in my food? Oh, fuck! No. But continue.
What?
You guys are just...
Right,
The
that's-
lady looks at you, Leech, as you kind of just are looking at stuffed animals and stuff. Would you like to buy one, dearie?
Sure. I'm gonna buy a koala.
Okay,
Is
there's
there
a
a koala?
there's
On
a
a
stuffed
pangolin?
koala there.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one of those.
What,
What
a
does it
pangolin?
cost?
Or a
Yeah,
koala?
that's a pangolin.
You have one stuffed animal, it'll cost you 2 credits.
Alright. I'll buy it.
Alright, you have a
Nice, Helen.
stuffed
Thank you so
koala.
much.
And she says, have a great day.
Well, thank you so much. And then I kind of just take a step off to the side away from her cart as I'm looking at the other two, and I'm like, the fuck you buy a whole meat log for?
I'm big and I'm hungry. Do I ask you why you do shit? No,
Nope,
I do
and
not.
I'm just going to reach over and like peel off a little piece. for them.
Pretty fucking good though.
It's not bad.
Overall,
You guys are
seems
gonna
like a
eat
pretty
everything
strong
except for where the grenade is.
This is gonna be a grenade on a stick, like, eventually.
I don't know. Even if we sat here for the next 3 hours trying
You're not
to
eating
eat
them 20 pounds of meat, yeah.
Yeah. We still wouldn't get through it.
Yeah. Alright, so?
Since I said that, has it looked like that group has moved any closer to us?
Well, are you going to look at them? Specifically?
Well, I'm just kind of more so just trying to use my peripheral vision to look at them.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay, he's not just like,
Or if you were to message the guy that they don't realize, I could tell you how close they are to you.
Out of your peripherals, you can see they're maintaining a probably 120, 150 yard distance, with a stagger of about 20 yards in between each of them. So the closest guy being a little more than 70 feet away.
All right. With that in mind, I'm going to message Phoenix in my head and say, does it look like any of them is specifically calling the shots?
Does anybody look bigger, better in charge?
Looking at this, you can see the lot of them look to be kind of just doing. There's no look to a command structure. These ones seem to be very well, almost paramilitary.
I would send back to Leech. No, but it looks like they're professionals, so they might already have a plan, or they're in communication like we are.
It's a good chance.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I then spell out to the group, be like, we starting here or are we starting elsewhere? Question mark.
There's
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
guess-
civilians here. I don't want to start anything here.
Well, the thing is, so are we assuming that we're gonna get in a firefight with these folk, or do we want to try to talk to them? Because if we're gonna try to talk to them, out here's the best place to do it, because they're less likely to shoot.
If you want to try to talk to him, be my guest.
Either way, I am prepared.
All right.
Just remember, we're not the only folk here. They're not part of our problem.
All right. Well, where's the
You hear
nearest
me over
alley?
the thing.
There's
We are
plenty of
not
alleys all
injuring
over the place.
civilians or putting civilians at risk.
All right. So why don't we just fucking go, like, literally disappear around the next alley, like just stay near the entrance.
Either disappear or lead them somewhere a little bit safe.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's not hard. You can walk maybe 20, 30 feet before you get to a sizable alley that looks like there's no one down it. Looks like the kind of alley you'd go in to get jumped. So not a lot of people are even walking on the outside, but a lot of you dip into it. There's, maybe 10 feet alleyway length that goes back about 20 feet before it hits what looks to be a barrier wall with a barbed wire string along the top of it. There's 2 dumpsters back here and doors that lead into the 2 structures on either side. However, you guys are all in an alleyway now.
Just wait near the entrance that we just, like, literally, like, we turn the corner. I'm just, like, right there to where corner.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stack up behind him. I'm gonna get my rifle from my back, and then I'm gonna click off the safety, and I'm just gonna lean against the wall. And
I
be
do
like,
that. I pull out a cigarette. I'm just against the wall with fucking just leaning back.
So, what check can I?
You froze.
What check
The
can I
freeze check.
disconnect?
Look into my eye.
And
you
print
could make a con
screen.
saving throw. Oh yeah, no one has a lockpick yet, do they?
No.
Oh no!
Oh,
Damn,
Ah.
too slow. Too slow.
I got it.
did you get it? Beautiful.
What check can I do to get an idea of the area that I'm in? Like,
Well, perception's usually for that, but I would say, what are you trying to gather? And I'll tell you if
The
you
measure-
need a check.
the measurement of me versus the alleyway. If I'm 6 feet wide, is it 12 feet wide?
You're
Something like that.
6 feet wide.
You're not.
I'm just using a hypothetical. Fucking
It's-
Greg, Jesus.
10-foot wide alleyway,
Okay.
20 feet deep. So you have
So then,
very few squares to work with on a battle map.
okay. So I would position myself
Yeah, forgot
Right
to mute.
behind,
Sorry about that.
behind Tex, but in the middle of the alleyway, and I would make sure that Leech and Wolf are behind me.
Okay. All right. As you are in there, Tex being the one out front, smoking a cigarette, you can see them all start to walk up to the alleyway, and then 3 of them pass, and then 3 of them set up a perimeter on either side of the alleyway. They have you guys pretty much basically surrounded.
I was kind of looking at him and be like, howdy.
They're far enough away you'd have to shout it across the street, but you could if you like. Okay, as you do, one of them just looks at you. You can see him put his hand up to his ear for a moment and nod, and just look at you. blows smoke out. Just eye locked on yours.
Doesn't say anything.
Nothing.
I was gonna be like, well, we could talk about this instead of, where this is gonna head if you keep up like this.
He swings his rifle forward. You can see it's on a 1-point sling up on his thing, and it just dangles down. It is a mean-looking assault rifle, equipped with a grenade launcher on the bottom as well. And he just kind of pulls another drag of the cigarette, blows it out the side of his mouth.
I want to send a message to Phoenix that says, we're in alley. Tag trapped.
I'm assuming that he's like, 20, 30 feet behind them? Like, he's not far. You
Yep.
can probably see him.
Phoenix, you do see them kind of make a cordon around the alley, and you are about 30 feet away, kind of moving with the crowds. But you do see them stop.
I want to make sure that I'm like, I want to, when the guys that are following them go in, that's when I want to go in after, like probably like 20, 30 feet behind them.
Okay, so you're maintaining distance then. All right.
Yep.
As this goes down, you can see the one guy just looking at you still. He looks over to the left, and you guys can hear there's the sound of vehicles and stuff like that coming and going throughout the streets. But as he looks left, you can see 2 guys on each side. Boom, 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 boom. Just launch rounds up into the air, and people start to scatter. Right after that, a motorcycle just rips up right through the lot of them. And a guy pops off and just steps off. He's wearing incredibly dense armor. Looks almost all teched out. Heavy cybernetic armor or cybernetics himself, you can't really tell. He has a backpack on, a shemag across his neck, tack belt, pistol, pouches, couple grenades, and he simply steps off and undoes a satchel bag that's around him, and he walks up, and he walks over to Tex, and he just throws you the bag.
I catch it.
He's like,
Boom.
He's like, takes a picture. He's like, good.
It's got grenade-laced meat in it.
And he's like, you can hear him saying something into some comms. He's like, delivered, payment. He sits by the bike for a second. Accepted. Good doing business with you. Just bikes off. And you can see those 6 guys just kind of look at you like,
What'd that motorcycle sound like?
and the guys just sit there and they look expectingly and wait.
I fucking open up the bag. What's in there?
Okay, so the first thing you notice when you open up the bag is there's
Obviously, I'm careful because I would think there's an explosive in here, so I do my due diligence to not trip that.
First thing is there is a box, like a cardboard package. The bag is super crappily made, flimsy, good enough to probably...
More of like a Fallout 76 type of bag.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty horrible. It's not gonna survive apocalypse, that's for sure. Is the bag soggy? No, not yet. There's a box, a package, and inside there's also what looks to be a data pad.
I start going through the shit. It didn't explode.
Okay. The box, cardboard, taped around every edge. And on the data pad, it says, play me. And there is a big, play button.
I hand that back to Leech. And I start going through the
If anyone's
box.
gonna blow up, it'll be Leech.
Yeah. I grab the data pad at this point and just leave my rifle slunged and just hit play me.
Bloop. On there is a individual. Probably about...
See this?
if he chooses to broadcast what he's seeing to you guys,
No,
sure.
no, I'm saying like.
Oh yeah, you've
Everything
seen
that
all.
happened,
You
yeah.
were in the same.
All right, then
you're
I
on the
walk
street.
past the dudes that were following them to the group. And as I'm passing them, I'm just like, hey, what's up, guys? What's up?
you could see that.
Bet you didn't
happen.
even notice me as I walked past.
As you walk up there, you can, Clyde, you can see this as your Phoenix is walking all happily. One of the other guys, you see he takes a fucking grenade launcher and slides it onto his gun. And just attaches it. Boink. Just in case. But Anders, as you look on this, you press play on the data pad, and as it does, there's a woman, probably average height, average build, jet black hair, kind of slick back corporate suit. And it simply says, if you're reading this, then you were successfully delivered the package from our courier. You have property that belongs to us, you ruined a deal, and we expect recompense. And if you don't pay us, we'll fucking murder every single one of you and those you love. You have 48 hours to give us the guns and the money, or else you're fucked. And she kind of leans into the thing and says, don't cross us.
I'm going to instantly take a screenshot before it goes away.
That's fine.
With my head.
With my head.
With
For
my head.
later.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's in the package?
What's your screen capture face, Nick? I want to see what is it like, or
Yeah. You give a little wink. Shutter.
Yeah.
All right. So, looking at the video
She's
abruptly
made the
stops.
link.
The video abruptly stops, and just on the page behind it, there is a set of coordinates, grid coordinates, pretty much, and it just says, "Leave it in this bag." And that's it.
Okay.
You open up the package. There is a large rolled-up duffel bag. It is a very nice duffel bag, and it is very special. You've seen these before. These are fucking RFID, scanning shielded, lead-lined nano bags. They're pretty much, if you want to move something without anybody being able to see what's in the package, you put it in one of these. Highly, highly expensive. But there's also inside a list, a packing list. All the guns and 100,000 credits.
At that, I'd start chuckling under my breath.
And there's a timer on the data pad counting down. 48
If
hours.
all of us get inside the bag and somebody carries it out, we're free and clear. We can get out of here, boys.
I'm in my head. You just hear, "Man, I like these guys. This is a nice bag. I'm gonna keep this bag.
It's fine.
This is mine now."
Okay.
And we just walk out the alley past them.
Yeah, I look at the guys and I said, 48 hours. Gentlemen, have a good day.
They say nothing. As you guys continue walking, they continue walking, following
Yeah,
you.
that's what I figured.
Okay.
Oh wait, all right, this is fucking perfect. All right, time to go steal our ship, guys. We got allies now.
I guess so. I'm gonna do my shopping since now I know I'm being followed by 6 paramilitary dudes.
Mm-hmm.
So
You know what? I want to test something.
Okay.
Tex, you go that way. Everyone else, come with me.
We're see, we're being followed. What do you
No.
do when you're trying to secure collateral?
We're not
Phoenix.
being followed.
They're with
You're
us, right?
being followed.
No, we are. They've got our group marked now.
I told you to go that way, and the rest of us are going this way.
Yeah, and what I'm telling you is we're being we know we're being followed. If you're trying to secure payment for something, what's the first thing you fucking do?
Make
You
sure
take
they
a
don't
hostage.
skip down.
Yeah, I walk that way. You're right, the 6 of them follow me, and they take my ass while you 5 walk away.
The fuck said we're gonna let you be taken, dumbass?
Joke be on them, because if it's a hostage we don't like, then they lose.
What I'm trying to accomplish is that they will be following you to the store, and we're fucking behind. I'm typing this. I'm not saying this out loud.
Yeah.
Right, I got you.
As soon as they're not looking at us and they're looking at you, we just fucking murder them from behind. And then we have more fancy guns, and they can send more fancy people after us, but we're not going to be here.
How nice is this data pad that I'm holding?
It's the cheapest but most effective one that you could buy for the price.
Gotcha.
Not.
iPad.
It's like 2 stars on Amazon. It does the job, but it's really kind of boo.
Hey, whoa! There's no Amazon.
Zamazon. Excuse me, Zamazon.
It's Amazon.
Yeah.
It's Amazon.
We're not trying to get sued by Bezos.
We should.
My
He's going
40
through
bucks.
divorce. He's going through divorce. He needs money. We don't need to get sued.
We should plug the drive in there and have our friends backtrace it, see if they can't find any info on it.
I took a screenshot of the woman's face, so hopefully they'll be able to look up something.
Sure.
Well, we already know.
Hold on. We have 48 hours to get this money to her. Or to put the money in the bag.
Mm-hmm. And there's
Hopefully
a
we're
set
not
of
gonna be on the
coordinates,
planet. Hopefully
basically.
we're not even going to be on the planet in 48 hours.
That's the goal. But we're
Yeah.
still being tracked by 6
Yeah.
dudes.
We still
that
got
are
6
out
dudes
gearing us.
following us.
Yeah, and as soon as we're done going shopping, we're going to get the gi and we're going to get out of the city. They can follow us all they want. As soon as we get out of fucking the city, they're going to be dead.
Okay.
It's not an
So-
issue. They're basically security now. That's it. I don't care about them. I'll eat a bag of dicks.
Hey, Anders, or Leech, by the way, did you ever talk to your little friends and see how they liked our footage from the other night?
No, I haven't yet. We've
The
been
hell
kind
did
of
you two
busy
do
and I
the other
removed the
night?
brain.
Where was that?
Shooting guys in a hallway.
They're like
Yeah.
12.
Yeah. The scripters.
Little
Yeah.
hacker girls. Little Korean girls up in the fucking thing.
They were so kawaii.
Just so you know, I'm buying a med kit, I'm buying a drug kit, I'm buying 100 feet of rope, and I'm buying little pouches to put all that shit in, and I'm going to divvy out the med kit and the drug kit for everybody, and then I'm going to just walk over and be like, put this on your belt, put this on your belt, put this on your belt. I'm tired of
Shit,
using
we all
my
got
shit.
IFACs now.
Yep.
I told Nick to make them because it would be helpful.
So wait, med kit and a drug
You got
kit?
a med kit with 5 charges, and you carry a drug kit with 2 charges in it. So when I heal you, I'm going to tell you what kit I'm using out of your shit. And when
Hold
you're
on,
out of all
hold
5,
on.
that's when I'll replace it.
So we
Oh,
have,
wait, no. A med
the
kit
eye-
with 10 charges each.
Wait, we have an IFAC and a
Yeah.
what pack?
It's an IFAC, but
Yeah.
it's
So
in-game
there's 2 different
mechanics.
packs here.
Well, it's 2 kits, but I'm putting it in one box. I'm
Okay,
just
then-
breaking up the kit. I'm giving you charges. So each of you has 10 med kit charges and 2 drug kit charges.
Alright.
He's got an
Just add
IFAC
that
and a
to your
combat pill pack. Damn.
Yep.
Got it.
What's the second thing? 2
Uh,
what charges?
2 charges of a drug kit.
Are these about 1 pound each, or how heavy are these?
I have it right here actually. The drug kit is roughly 2 pounds, so I would say that's because it's only got 10 charges. So I'd say it's about a half a pound is that part, and then the med kit is also the same thing. So it's about a pound for the whole pack.
Alright, I got a 1 pound IFAC. Cool. Let me guess. Left side?
I don't care.
Left kidney. That's where I want it. Alright, so you purchase and equip your fellow members of your team with basic medical gear.
I'm getting 2 more weeks of rations.
Not hard to find around here.
About 100 feet of rope.
Also not hard to find. There's nylon rope is probably the most common. Unless
what
you
we
want
get.
anything else, that would replace hempen rope. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Unless
fine.
you want anything fancy, there's other tensile strengths, climbing ropes, stuff like that. But nylon rope will do the trick.
I'm just gonna keep it. I'm literally gonna just buy it, put it in the little bag that it comes in, and then I'm just gonna throw it over my shoulder, and then I'll be like, I'm gonna knot this later, make it easier for us.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I was buying.
All right. The entire time you guys are there, the 6 individuals have been shadowing you. It's not hard to see them now. They are absolutely making themselves known. They do not break line of sight on any of you. If they have to, they get within 5 feet of you, and they will stand next to you. They are making sure
Up in our business.
not a goddamn second of your life is not observed right now.
How much do we want to keep these guys on us?
So my next thing's gonna be like, so, or I'm gonna look at one of them. So how does the bathroom work? Do you do my fly for me, or do I do that?
He just looks at you. This one actually, it's not the one that was in the street, but he looks at you and just gives a sly little smirk. He's like, well, I don't know. Do you want me to do your fly for you?
Yeah, let's go.
Boss, I'm gonna go beat this guy's ass in the bathroom. He's like, no roughing the merchandise, shithead. Roger that. He's like, aw, guess we can't play this time.
Damn, I would love to do that.
He's like, yeah.
I look at the other dude that said that. I'm gonna be like, come on, not even for fun.
He's like, shut the fuck up. I see you guys spending a lot of money and not getting my clients' money.
So these guys are all wearing the little symbol, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But they don't look like tweakers like the other guys.
Oh fuck no. These guys are definitely hired help.
Just a quick glance at their gear. How much are we looking? Are these guys wearing like top end military grade or
A mix mash
like
of both.
corporate?
A little bit of
Okay.
corporate gear. You can tell their weapons are all custom to them. So these guys have they're at least geardos at the most. You'd say they've probably been around a range once or twice, the way they carry themselves. Fairly muscular individuals. If you had to guess, probably all grounders at one point.
So we went through military training. How would I think they're more experienced than us?
On the level.
Okay.
Maybe a little more. They definitely are dicking around and joking around with you and giving you shit back, but still maintaining the operational, they're in charge kind of
Control.
maneuver.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
Ox still carrying his meat stick?
Yeah.
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 I'm
It's
giving
20
that
pounds.
thing. I'm giving that thing my undivided breakfast attention.
Oh yeah. Not a problem.
Just
mind
from the sides.
mind the
From
grenade.
Yeah.
Mind the grenade inside there.
This so good.
It's not bad. It's pretty decent.
Okay. I guess just start walking towards Guy's part of town.
It's a long walk.
It's gonna be a long walk, yeah.
Mhm.
Where are we right now?
We're in the bottom part.
Fucking opposite end of town.
Well, so
Yeah, we're down here.
Actually, I think we should leave them out here.
no, this is all like, or wait,
That's
quick.
cliffs.
I just
Yeah.
meant that direction, like away.
Okay.
Alright. Not a problem. Wherever you would like to end up, you can. No one is stopping you from moving in any direction.
Actually, wait. Where is that abandoned place?
All the way
Right
up
here.
north where you met those other guys.
The red.
Right.
In the red,
Be
yep.
a pain in the dick to get to.
Well,
Really
Guy's
fuck
place is even farther north.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, this is
well,
Guy's.
send a message to Guy that we're having some issues and that if they're looking for another gunfight.
them.
Did he freeze?
What? No,
Did
I'm
he-
smiling like, hey, get it? Get what I'm fucking telling you?
Yeah.
You picking
No.
up what I'm putting down?
I get what you're saying. It looked, you just did not move for like
Yeah.
Yeah,
seconds,
because
and I
I
was-
stopped and smiled and was looking at everybody and nobody said anything.
Here, give me Guy's contact. Why do I keep doing it like this? Just send me.
No, I mean, I'll send it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, just say that we have some snakes on our tail that we may have some run-ins with here soon that we may need some help. And
Well, don't make it sound like he has to. Like, if
no, I'm saying like we may like
he wants to get in another tussle, we have some people.
say yeah, basically yeah.
Okay. You say that. You get a reply back within a few seconds. He's like, patching up wounded now. Can you make your way towards us?
Yeah, we can do that.
He's like, we'll try to send what we can out there. We had our own run-in with snakes earlier this morning.
Did you inform us of this?
He didn't tell him. He just said that he was in a gunfight.
No. Did Wolf tell us that he ran in with snakes earlier?
He didn't tell me. He just had a gunfight.
No, oh yeah, earlier, yeah.
If you want to look
No,
at what
he's
those
asking
guys
you
look like,
is-
take a look at the general chat that I posted. That's about what those guys look
They're
like.
top tier. they got really good gear.
Yeah. So what Nick was asking is, are you relaying the information you're getting?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's what he's asking.
My bad.
Okay.
Cool.
You should-
Got ourselves.
I'm gonna ask. You should ask them. Did they get a courier as well?
Okay, I'd send a message over.
He's like, courier? Fuck no, just some fucking low-life tweakers that needed to get their asses shot full of holes.
Okay, then I'd warn them they're a bit more trained than tweakers.
He nods. He sends a reply that says, alright, well, I guess we'll load bigger bullets.
I'm gonna send him a message now. Be like, this is Tex. If we have you help, it looks like the big dogs are after us and that. If you help us out, this might make trouble for family. So, are you willing to do that?
Hell, we owe you. I'm not one not to pay my debts.
Now the group, I'm gonna ask, if we do this and we get his help, what wrath is on us is gonna get on them.
Knowing your prerogative towards civilians, I'd suggest not getting them involved, and we just take them.
Red Hand ain't civilians.
Well,
Their families are.
Yeah, they're people trying to get by the best they can. So
My initial, I get what you're saying, Leech, and I'm now inclined to agree with you that we shouldn't get them involved. But my thought process was, they're a gang. These people are a gang. I think when we leave, they're more apt to deal with them than we will be. But I think you're right. I don't think we should bring that on them. Especially since we're asking them for a favor of getting us through this quote-unquote back door to get out of here. I think we should just find, an open area and take these motherfuckers out. But I don't think we should do it today. I think we should wait until right before we leave.
Well, today's that day that we're leaving.
Yeah, like we
So
would have
I'm
been
saying,
leaving,
like,
right?
okay, we're gonna leave now, kill them, then leave. Not kill them, walk around town for 5 or 6 hours, then leave, because they're probably in communication with their bosses, and if their bosses find out that they're dead, they're gonna send more after us.
Understood. So, mop up, move out. Easy enough. Let's do it.
That area called the training grounds. I'm gonna Google that. What is that?
It is a military training post, basically live fire ranges, things like that. There's also vehicle testing, where they just shoot at vehicles or use vehicle weapon systems to shoot at targets, things like that. It's basically, don't walk here, it's bad.
Gotcha.
There is a defense screen around that area that keeps like stray rounds from flying into the city. Usually they shoot out, they don't shoot at the city, but there's a small little defensive field around there.
Can I call my woman on my phone?
If you want to.
Yeah, I want to give her a call.
Your woman?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright.
Alright. I need to pull up your character backstory thing real quick, so 1 second. So I can remember names and look at my notes and shit. Alright, go ahead. You make a call.
She answer.
She says, "Hello, who's this?
I just say, "Are you safe?"
Who the fuck is this?" Sounds like typical Becky. She kind of looks at you, or she kind of, Phoenix? They said you
Are
were.
you safe?
I'm safe, baby. Where are you?
I hang up.
Okay. There's an instant callback. Bloop, bloop.
I break the phone.
Okay. Phone is broken.
Alright, so they said that our families might be in jeopardy. My woman is safe as of right now.
I was
Let's
going
kill
to check.
these bitches.
I'm just gonna laugh. They're not gonna hurt my parents. My parents have a small private military. There's
Yeah.
nothing that's gonna bother them.
Alright, I'm gonna relay to the group. I say we go over here near the training ground, kill him there, and then that way we could run over to Guy, get to the our secret tunnel out, and then head out to Hope.
That's too far. We have to kill them here, get on a taxi, and drive across town. You gotta
No.
think this is the size of Phoenix. We're gonna kill them in Awatuki and then drive to North Phoenix.
Oh, is that how big this place is?
It's not that big. This
Oh,
is
yeah,
very tall, not wide.
Okay.
Yeah.
And plus, we can take a car. They're just gonna follow us in another car.
It's true.
So what I'm saying is kill them here, so then we
We're
can get.
going up north.
And then we just go here afterwards, take the secret route out to Hope.
I go up to that group of guys and I say, "Hey, we're getting a car. We're gonna head somewhere, so we'll give you guys a few minutes to get your car so you can follow us." Okay?
Well, that was really nice of you.
Not a problem, gentlemen. You have a great day, and I walk away to the group.
I guess we're calling an Uber.
A boot.
Yeah.
A Uber.
Are you okay with right here though, near the training grounds? And any loose rounds go into that, hopefully.
All right.
We
Just
were
a
around that
thought.
side. We were around that side of town. How populated is it during this time of day?
This place is not a ghost town, ghost streets. There's always a couple people on the street at the very least. Usually, if it's around anywhere where people would be living, spending money, there's more along the lines of this is crowded.
No, up here by the training grounds. We'd been over near that.
Same thing. Mostly crowded. That's where a lot of the poor old mining families work or live now. So it's a lot of workshops and things like that now.
So, alright, whatever. We take him to an alley. Either way.
Okay, so you're going to get a Uber pretty much and move your way up there, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
A van comes pick you up. A little man named Peter says hello, lets you into his box van pretty much, and starts taking off. You can hear the thrum of thrusters and engines come down as a small skiff. The 6 guys jump on it and start following you.
As soon as Peter pulled up before we got in the vehicle and rolled down his window to say hello,
Mm.
I would have gently brushed his cheek and said, "Hello, Sugar Bear."
Oh, hello. Thank you. I would. Where are you going today?
Every time I hear that someone's name is Peter in a fantasy thing, I'm like, "How'd you come up with that name?" P.
Here.
Griffin. Ah, crap.
I would basically just point there on whatever map.
Jesus, I'm dying. Okay. Yeah, and you guys make it to that side of town. Takes a little bit. Traffic's a little congested in a few spots, but you do get there eventually. It's, 26 credits ride, and make sure someone pays that, or poor
yeah.
Peter may not eat this week.
I got it.
And as that happens, you can see the skiff lowers and drops 6 dudes down back onto the street.
So is there someone else driving that skiff that then goes off?
You can't really tell.
Well, does the skiff stay with them or does it leave?
It just goes back up off the streets because thrusters on the streets are probably frowned upon.
I'm gonna ask one of the guys, how much does that cost?
They look at each other One guy shrugs and he's like, I don't know, man.
Do you have a business card?
I gotta get me one of
You said they were your clients, so I was just.
He throws a file your way, and it's a contact.
What's his name?
We can probably hire these guys later.
No name.
Well, not them particularly, because they're not going to be alive, but you know, they're
Not these ones. Maybe they're buddy.
Mjolnir Industries,
Awesome.
private security firm.
Does
they're
that
bunch
ring
of
a bell?
hammers.
You've heard of them. They're a pretty prominent military, paramilitary group comprised of old SF boys and, you know, hard infantry fuckers.
Are you guys expensive?
He's like, that's a real fucking open-ended question, bud. He's like, I don't
What are
know.
your rates?
Fucking.
Just figured I'd
he
ask.
d-
if
he
there was
does-
like an hour.
He just takes out a thing, opens the face mask. Fucking Google us. The fuck, man? I'm not an encyclopedia. I get paid to do
Well,
this, not my.
We're going to the training range now. We were just wondering if you guys wanted to shoot with us.
Yeah, probably against the rules.
Okay. Just start walking that direction.
Has Ox informed us of his little trick yet, or? Okay.
I'm imagining as we're eating off of it, we probably would have seen the grenade.
No, you're only eating off the ends.
He nat 20'd it, so no. Somehow we don't.
He's like slapping your hands if you get close. No.
Well, I figured he probably just like recovered it with meat.
That's pushing it as far as possible. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey man, this is your plan, guys. I'm not. Whatever the fuck y'all want to do, we're doing. Let's do this.
Are we in our?
This is taking a long time, is what I'm trying to say. Let's hurry up and make this happen.
Yeah,
Are
we head towards
in
an
our
alley.
optimal position?
describe your optimal position, and I will draw it as we move to a battle map.
We head to an alley with hopefully as less people around as possible near the range.
An alley. Okay.
What's with you in alleys?
Because there's
Call those
people
murder
there.
hallways.
He knew an
Yeah,
alley
and they're
once.
getting
That was
murdered.
smart.
Remember, bullets fire both ways.
Yeah.
You find a 15-foot wide hallway, about 45 feet long. Inside the alleyway, there is a defense wall with, you can see military markings, says UWC perimeter. Caution, do not cross this line, live fire exercise is in progress. The buildings on either side look to be some sort of industrial warehouse style buildings. There is
I just have
one
Sorry, go
door
ahead.
right here. There are windows up top here, but no door on the other side. Go ahead and place yourselves where you'd like to be placed if you're going to do this. Actually, hold on one second. I'm gonna move this whole thing down a bit, because if the shit goes wonky, y'all are gonna be going the other direction. Bam. Alright. Because you're not getting through that wall.
I was literally just having a thought. Hey guys, secondary thought. Do we want to roll the dice? Run through live munitions testing? It could be fun.
You wouldn't be able to get through that wall.
Okay.
You don't have enough explosives.
Gotcha. That could have been fun though.
Alright, so a lot of you walk into this alley, and as you can see, the 6 of them kind of take up positions. As you do so, they're kind of looking at you like all stupid. Most of them have, excuse me, most of them have armor on, so you can't really tell facial expression. The 2 that don't, the ones that have been kind of calling the shots, just kind of secure the perimeter. Kind of just give you guys your space, maintain visuals, and do their thing. Outside this alleyway, there's a there's a decent little, whoops, let me do this one actually, it makes it easier. There's a decent little sidewalk. Right along this line right here. There's a fairly decent road. Right here, that guy's not in the middle of the road actually, he would be here. And going out this way, it looks like there is actually a park. Or some sort of green area. It's not very large, but there's some hedges.
Do all of them have the grenade attachments, or just the
Nope,
two?
just the two. You're not sure if they have them in pouches, but for the most part, there's two that are attached currently. A few benches, and then back here there's a brick and mortar building with a few doors in it. I say brick and mortar, it's more like brick and nano metals and stuff like that. A couple of doors.
So I'm gonna engage in conversation. You know, are you guys allowed to eat? Have you eaten today?
We're good.
Good? I got a whole lot here that I'm more than willing to share.
Nah, it's cool. We're good.
Fair enough.
What you guys doing in a fucking alley?
Well, we like to take brief breaks every so often. Our buddy Tex, he's a little weak in the legs, so he needs to take a moment, catch a breather, and we've just been hiding in holes every time we come through here.
He's like, Tex, he's the Nancy boy that wanted to go fuck my buddy in the bathroom, right?
Definitely a Nancy.
I wouldn't say he
can
has the
spread out a
prettiest mouth, but he's close.
Huh. He says nothing after that, just kind of looks you up and down, looks at the fucking, looks at the thing.
Alright, well... Damn it. I hate you, John.
Why?
Because you know what I want to do.
I know! You want to do this to the
Calling it
people
really
who...
cool.
I am! You just have to fucking do something cool against guys who are like,
I know.
are we just here to watch you, make sure you don't leave the town and whatnot, and you guys are like, we're gonna lead them in an alley and fucking murder them! No? We don't like that? We don't want that to happen?
I'm just gonna be like, well, I'll never finish it. They'll never finish it. And in case you change your mind, and I will grab it to put my finger into the pin and just toss it to him.
The whole meat or just the grenade?
The whole meat.
Okay. First of all, roll fucking initiative.
He's gonna see that as a threatening action. I'm deceived.
Are you throwing a
No.
grenade at somebody or no?
No,
I'm
me.
throwing
Just the meat.
I'm throwing meat.
The
that's
meat's got a
laced with
goddamn grenade in it.
That,
Yeah.
that he has no idea has a grenade in it.
True, but you just pulled the pin on it, right?
I have it like this,
Really?
and I tossed it to him, so the pin would have ejected.
So
on
you're
said-
throwing a grenade at somebody. Roll fucking initiative. God damn it.
But it's meat. It's disguised.
I think what John's saying, he's not like, oh my god, you're throwing meat at me, this is a fight. I think you're throwing fucking a grenade at him with, covered in meat. You are starting combat, which means this is now initiative. Like,
Well,
You've done it. Alright, hold on. Let me clear out the tracker. Alright.
We just rolled into the tracker.
yeah,
Well,
we just rolled into the track.
I
What the hell you doing?
had all my shit. I still had the snipers and all that other shit from the other
You
fights. So
son of a
reroll.
bitch.
Oh no.
That one was better, but I'm going to change it to my other one.
And I had a good roll.
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
Well, no, take your first roll.
Oh, we get to do double. That's right.
No, you probably already built it in. Unless you didn't do it like the rest of us did.
No, his is doubled. It's fine. Just roll it once and you're good.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I went from first to last. Not last. Ox is amazing rolls.
I'm just using my original roll.
Yeah, I'm using my
Initiative.
original one.
Initiative never seems to fail me. That's all. See,
Choose
John, you
whatever
made
you
this
rolled
less
first.
cool, which made my roll shit.
You are the one who designs the coolness of the maneuver. I would allowed you to do whatever you wanted to do, and I did not stop you from doing anything. I just reacted according to how I think the world would carry on, my friend.
I would think something weird's going on if you just throw a giant meat kebab at me too.
I don't know why you even threw it. You're standing next to him. You should have just pulled the pin and been like, "Oh, I'm just gonna put this down right here," and hurry away.
You could have been the cool guy walking away from an explosion. You realize that, right?
Well, at least he gets the one surprise round grenade. Right?
Oh yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I need to find the right monster entry here.
Frag grenades.
Is it? I think it's in Ultramodern actually. So let me double check.
Yeah, I don't have.
I'm just hoping we're close enough to Gee's territory.
We got pretty close. About as close as we're gonna get. Unless we want to involve them in it anyway.
All right. All right. So as you drop this guy's like, "The fuck," and he sees you have a pin in your hand. He's like, "Fucking motherfucker," and he goes to dive. The two of you are in grenade range. It's at both of your feet. You're both in the splash zone. Roll your grenade shit to see what the fuck happens.
Just a d20, right, for the hit, and then it's a d8 for damage.
Look up your grenade rules and tell me what it does.
I'm looking at it right now.
Well then, yeah, then you're good. Well, that's
Like
for
that,
launching. The damage
same
would
exact-
be
it's the
the
exact same
damage
damage.
would be that, but a DC 15 save.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we will roll the dice for
So he's
him.
rolling against the 11, you are rolling against 7.
No,
No.
that was my roll. That's not his damage. He needs to roll it.
Yeah.
I just rolled it to show him.
Yeah. You just roll the damage.
Damn.
So 8 damage. All right. Roll your dexterity DC 15 saving throw to take half. 9. So you drop the grenade at both your feet and you both eat fucking grenade for 8 points of damage each. All right. I would like all of you to give me a perception check.
Fuck.
14, 15, 16, 17, 39. Who hasn't rolled?
Ox.
Oh, I didn't know I needed the perception. I'm sorry. I thought I was outstood that.
36, 40, 53, 60, 70 divided by 6 is... $11. We'll round that up to 12. That's where they go in the initiative order. So they go after you. Okay. All right. So Tex, you see your friend drop a grenade at his feet, and it just blows up. A little pop, and there is shrapnel
Change it
and
in
meat.
Number order.
Add them in. Don't worry about it. They might change.
No, I'm saying you have 2 people that rolled 19s at the bottom of the list.
He's just asking if you could arrange it.
Well, who has higher decks? You both have the same decks, right?
No, he's
It's
saying...
not
okay.
sorted.
Yeah, it's not sorted.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. I'll put it in descending.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so Phoenix goes first then, yeah. You see the puff of the frag grenade go off. Shrapnel rips into your friend, this guy's armor. Meat flies everywhere. As these guys all instantly, as you can tell, there is a yellow light that kind of clicks on all of them, and they all instantly just start training on Ox. But you're able to move a little quicker. On every single one of those guys, a little yellow light.
I'm saying on this guy.
Uh-huh. Alright, you let loose a shot from the assault rifle. 22 hits. And you strike for 9 damage. Alright. Alright, the shot goes in, and he's able to, like, eat up against the wall, but you can tell he smashes into it really hard. Anything else?
No.
Alright, Anders, you're up next. What do you do?
I target the guy that just took a fucking grenade.
Okay.
And I just up my rifle and just pop one shot into him.
Okay. An 18, that does hit, and you strike for 11 damage as well.
Now, you said he dove. Does that mean he's prone?
No, he just kind of jumped out of the way as best he could. Wasn't able to really do much.
Saving throw.
Yeah. If he dove to the side, and then now he's up on his knees and standing up again. Anything else, Anders, as you pop a shot off at that guy?
I immediately put my hand on Phoenix's shoulder as I ready my rifle.
Alright. Tex, you're up next. What do you do?
I start running over at this guy.
Okay.
I'm running and gunning. I spray with both of these.
Alright.
So 2 DC 15s.
Click. Click. You spray with those. There isn't a rule for that, I don't think. You can burst fire whenever you would make an attack roll.
Mm.
You can bonus attack with an offhand weapon. I would say, does that count as an attack roll? I think it would. It makes sense to be able to spray with it. But holding the recoil of 2 submachine guns, I think there needs to be something. Because that's a little gross. I'll come up with it later, but expect me to... I'll do some research on that. I would say there's got to be like a strength check or something. Like, you have to be able to hold 2 guns you're rocking and rolling with while running. I think
from my training, they're considered light weapons.
Yes, but you're still shooting fucking machine guns with your hands. I don't care how light they are. That means you can wield them and their handling is fine. You're not impeded by that. But I mean, I think the offhand shot on a burst might need a little bit of something. But we'll see. I'm not gonna worry about it now. 2 DC 15 saves. 15 and a 12 plus their thing. So one of them he made. I think he makes the other one, or he just failed it. Just makes it. Literally a +3. Okay, so both of them save for... so half of 13 would be 6, and half of that would be 4. So 6 and 4 is 10. 10 points of damage to that guy. As you light him up, bullets peppering around him and the floor and the wall. As you're just like, akimbo, machine guns spraying at his body. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright. Next is Wolf, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna take aim at the big dude, the big hunter over here, with my snipper.
Do you have line of effect?
There is no
Right,
such
check.
thing as line of effect, but yeah. It's like a made-up term in this. It's not a rule, but yeah. He's perfect. He literally has the corner, yeah.
I've checked 4 or 5 times before.
Yep, you're good. You can line up a shot on him if you'd like. A 20. That definitely hits 9 points of damage into him. You can see him scramble for cover as the shot impacts on his armor, sending him kind of reeling to the side as he rolls back. Alright, their turn. You can see that yellow line, or that yellow light kind of blinks in sequence in all of them, just like like individually, and then it all blinks together and stays on. You can hear.
They're all connected by Bluetooth now.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Ox, you can actually hear from the guy right in front of you who's standing up. Tactical link online. As he goes, "Oh, you fucking idiot! You shouldn't have done that shit." Hops over this, and as he does, you can see a backhanded shot from there. Thump, grenade launcher right to your chest.
That doesn't break. I don't get an opportunity attack.
He was right
Oh,
here.
'cause he's-
You're not even in melee range with him. Yeah.
Never mind. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're
My
good.
bad.
He jumps over there and just sees thump, as he strikes at you with a grenade. Does a... What's his shooting bonus? +5. So is the 14 hit?
No.
Okay. So, time to roll deviation. Because grenades keep going and explode. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. This way.
We can't see anything.
I know.
Just so you know. Okay.
I got to do all this stuff on mine, so that goes through there. All right, that goes directly at fucking Leech, as a grenade comes soaring your direction. I'm gonna give
I
it.
catch it like a baseball and I throw it back.
No. I'm gonna say
Gloves of missile snaring don't fail me now.
it's also not aimed at you, so it's high. So you have advantage on the save, as it's gonna impact above you, because
Okay.
hitting Ox in the chest is hard. Because he's big, and you're not as big as him. So I'm gonna say the trajectory. It's an archway, a little bit of that maneuver, and it blows up the fucking the shit above you. So give me a dexterity save. We'll do 10. A 7. Oh shit! I didn't even see you rolled. And that is gonna do.
Bricks fall.
Bricks fall. You die. 5 points of damage as you're hit mostly by the wall crumbling down upon you, rather than you. All right. The guy who you shot, Phoenix. You can see him say moving as 1, 2, 3, 4 other of them look at you guys and just start to unfucking load. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 4, 5, 6. And then 2, 4, 6. Every single shot from this is leveled at Leech and Phoenix. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 DC 15 dexterity saving throws as they just unload on you guys with a withering hail of burst fire.
So, hang on. Just so I understand this. So, they don't take a penalty for moving and shooting because
They do.
they're burst firing.
They do. They have
But
a
there's no
-2.
penalty if we have to do a dex save. There's
Well,
no penalty for
it's
that.
dex save, right?
Right. So, there's no attack roll. So
Okay.
what's the penalty for moving and burst firing? Because if that's the case, then we should always be moving and burst
The,
firing.
the penalty is that you can take half damage, rather than getting struck and then fucking hit for full
How many
damage.
rolls?
It'd be 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you take half from all but one. And their assault rifle is 1d6 plus 3. So we'll just roll this. Those are the rolls. Plus 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So that'd be 32 points of damage. Half. You can see it's 5, 3, 4, 3, 2. Add 3 to each one of those, and if you made the save in order, just take half the damage.
So 17 and add times 3.
No.
you said
So
it's per
it'd be 5 plus 3, so it'd be 8. The real damage would be like this: 8, and then 6, and then 7, and then 6, and then 5. So if you made the save, you take half of the damage per category. So like
What was
Nick,
the save?
15. So let's see. So Nick would be make, fail, make. So you'd take 4, 3, 7, 3, 2. And then for you, Phoenix, you would be...
Hold on, I'm doing the math.
Yeah, 4, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, and then 5. So you'd take 21 damage. And that is their turn. Ox, you're up.
Alright,
I'm bloody.
awesome.
I'm just shy of dead.
Yeah, I literally have 4 health now.
Yeah, I have 7.
You guys took a full machine gun or full assault rifle barrage. Not a lot of people live through that.
I am going to... I can't put the frame if I move more than 5 feet. I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I'm gonna sacrifice my movement to do imposing frame,
Okay.
and then I'm going to. So anything that shoots, I understand that the guys on the corners would be different, but
Mhm.
anything that shoots through me would be 3/4 covered to hit them.
Okay. Sounds good. You basically make like a shield wall kind of thing right there. Yep.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna roll my machine gun over
Okay.
and fire at the one I dropped the grenade on.
Now, are you gonna burst fire, auto fire, or single fire?
I'm actually...
Because if you say single fire, I think everyone in this thing is gonna smack you.
I don't know what stuff he's got, whether it's better for him to be.
Yeah, I don't
fire,
remember.
you know.
All I just remember is last time you guys were like, he's just
Unless you're
single
built
fire.
to do
look at the
single fire,
shit.
burst is...
Yeah, I'm going to burst fire, so... Which I have it right here. Sorry, it's been a couple weeks, I don't remember where I left everything.
That's fine.
I gotta fix that.
Sorry, I had to piss real fast.
Oh, there we go. So the burst fire should be a 6.
Whoever you're rolling at, roll a d20 for me and add 3 to their save.
Add what?
3. It's a d20 plus 3 is their save.
So they missed the save, so they take 6.
All right, and which one did you shoot at? Sorry about that. It was the guy in the corner you said, right? Or the right.
Yeah, the one I dropped the grenade on. So
Okay,
yeah.
so 6 to that guy. And that's...
Well, and actually, isn't your... Like, how big is your... Because you might be able to hit both.
I'd have to, if it's rapid fire, and it does a 10-foot cube. Or 20-foot cube.
Alright.
So that he's still just shy.
So
Okay.
you whip around your gun, and you just start... And as you do, he drops. He goes back into this position, but goes prone. You can see sparks kind of fly out of his armor, and that little yellow light blinks, and it just goes red and starts flashing. It's like, error. Operative down. And then Phoenix, you are up next.
Alright, I am going to... Something that is kind of involved. I am going to do... life insurance. I'm doing that, then that,
And what does that do?
then...
I don't remember off the top of my head.
So, the first one, basically I spend a hit die.
Okay.
It allows me to, the first benefit, well, one of the benefits is I automatically pass my double your efforts. My double your efforts is, you're not a fighter, blah blah blah. I make a DC 15 Wisdom check as a bonus action, and if I pass, I can take an additional action on top of my regular action, but I cannot use that to attack.
Okay, but you could like
So-
run or do whatever stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but the first ability makes me automatically pass that.
Okay.
And I'm going to do an attack, which rolls a 9 to hit, so I miss. And then the last thing that I do is Biting Taunt. You are able to scream an obscenity that is shockingly personal and vile to your opponent. As an action, you can target an enemy that can hear and understand you. It makes a charisma saving throw. If it fails, the advantage on attack rolls and ability checks on until the beginning of your next turn.
Nice. So you basically fucking vicious mockery and a shot.
Yep.
Awesome. All right.
The shot missed.
So when you run and shoot, what is it that you scream? What biting taunt leaves your mouth?
Those bullets really hurt, Dick.
Ow, my body! There was blood in
body,
me, and it's all over on the floor now, you assholes. Not moving or anything?
No.
Okay. Anders,
If
you're
I'm
up.
gonna die, I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna stand and deliver.
Alright. Well, it's a good thing I have spells. So, first off, I'm going to clamp the artery on myself.
No. He has, he needs to make a charisma saving throw. That guy.
That guy? Okay, let me roll real quick. I don't think they're... Oh, no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he failed. I don't think they're good at...
DC
There's
is
no way
13
that's big
plus
enough.
5.
No, they're not good enough at the charisma. And I don't think they're proficient in it either. Nope. Okay. So, yeah. And so he has disadvantage and stuff, he said? What is it? Okay, so we'll give him the old disadvantage marker. Some things never change, Chad.
Oh, wait. My attack roll. I made a mistake.
Okay.
My life insurance doesn't give me a choice of one of those things. It gives me all 3 of those things.
Okay.
So you automatically pass to double your efforts. You have advantage on all attack rolls. So
Okay.
I need to
Yeah,
do
re-roll it
another
then.
attack roll. I don't know why I thought it was like I choose which one of those things. And I still miss anyway.
Shot still goes wide, deflecting off the ground as you kind of...
Look,
You
I
realize
lost
it's
a lot
rolling
of...
off your strength, just so you know.
What?
Yeah.
It's adding your strength
Plus
bonus
your
instead.
strength.
I don't think either would hit
fuck?
with that. You do have to change it manually because most attacks are based
No,
on strength.
I had all my shit set like days ago.
That's fine. Just double
It says
check.
attack is plus whiz, not it doesn't say
Eh.
strength.
On my screen, it's showing +1 strength, +2
Yeah.
proficiency.
No, I moused over and it did, but like I have my ability open and it's all the things are with.
Are you sure you're editing Machine Pistol A? They switched them out.
Why am I
When you did your
attacking
ammo?
with my machine pistol? I was trying to attack with my assault rifle.
Those are
That's
using
better.
wisdom.
Alright, so I need
The
to
22 hits for 8 damage.
I meant to be attacking with my assault rifle anyways, because I had that out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I was wondering why were you...
Alright, you turn and burn, and you fire a round, particularly well placed shot into the leg, kind of drops him down, and you're like, "Stop shooting me! These bullets hurt you, dick!" And he's like, "Ah!" And you just hear him kind of laugh. But yeah, that's it. And then, alright, so Nick, it's your turn. You immediately grab your fingers and shove them into the top part of your upper hip, as you're like, "Oh, that's where my blood's pouring out of," as you basically clamp your own artery.
Yep. So, go back to full health because I took all that damage last round. And then I'm going to use a hero point.
2.